talk. Topics set the mood with real ones. Talk about this, talk about that, show love. If you want them good vibes, show up. Real talk with Relly B. Real talk with Relly B.
What's up, y'all? I am Relly B, and this is Real Talk with Relly. Today, I have Kamal Smith.
Hey.
I be getting so excited for my guests. Okay, so we gonna get into these movies that you just had come out. But first, I want them to learn a little bit about you, okay?
Yeah.
So who is Kamal?
Kamal is a writer, director, actor, musician, teacher, and I think that about sums it up. Yeah.
You sing too.
Yeah, I say musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't play instruments. I'm sorry, I sing. Yeah, I sing.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you act.
Yes.
What made you want to start acting?
When my singing career didn't take off, I was like, all right.
Really?
Well.
It was that?
It's a true. That is a true story. Seriously. I was singing for 10 years or whatever, chasing the dream in high school. Boy band, idolizing Boys to Men, stuff like that. And then it was like 2003 or 4, 1 and 2. I went to Cleveland and auditioned for American Idol. That was like the 3rd season back then. And yeah, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not.
You
know
didn't
what I
give it
mean?
a try again.
So when you are pursuing something heavily, right? I mean, you got to think, this goes all the way back in high school, freshman year, right? So we're talking, oh my God, that sounds so old. 90s, right? I went out of high school, 93, 94, something like that. Anyway, and I'm talking like me and my group, we heavily pursued it. Like we were auditioning in front of lots of people, right? Then I went to college, still pursuing. Then I got out of college, as a solo artist. I'm taking trips down to New York and trying to meet Puffy and Bad Boy. Like, demo tape, slinging and shit. Yeah, man. So after that time, man, I went down there. This was going to be it one way or another. You know what I mean? And I obviously didn't make American Idol. But I did make it past the first round, though.
Okay.
I made it past the first round, though. Second round I didn't. So I drove right back to Cleveland, and I don't know, I was defeated. So
wow, I can't believe you.
Yeah, well, it's a good listen.
The first round is hard.
Yeah, the first round was here's the thing. So the first round was dope, right? Because we were actually in the Cleveland Browns football theater stadium. And, it's like 10,000, 15,000 people, you know what I mean, that you just spent the night with outside. So you got very comfortable with. All that stuff y'all see is real. We were like intense. Yeah, we was outside, just on the ground, 2:00 in the morning, people singing. I'm like, shut up. Like, wait till the morning time.
Okay.
And then we get up in there. And so we're like in the stadium. And I wasn't the first. I think I the 3rd or something like that. Like not past the 5th one to actually make it. And so you made it. Like you go in from end zone to end zone, and like you sang to these producers over here, and they either give you a wristband or they be like, all right, you out of here. And so they gave me that joint, and man, I'm walking across to the other side, and they started cheering. I'm like, did I just make a touchdown at this point? You know what I mean? It's like 10,000 people. Like, I was like, yeah. So. That was cool, man. And then, I think I sung one word, maybe two, just in round 2. They was like, "Thank you." I was like, "No, man, thank you." They're like, "No, thank you. You're good." So yeah, but everything happens for a reason, man. God had a plan for me to do acting, and when you live in your purpose, everything's great. And I still get to, I still pursue music, dibble and dabble in it, so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it worked out.
Thank you.
Because you out here now, so.
I'm out here.
American Idol.
You lost one. You know what I mean? Even the East Side boy representing. Yeah.
East Side.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the first time you auditioned for something.
You doing acting? Oh, beautiful story. So I got the nod or the nudge, I should say, from a friend to, maybe I should try acting. And so it was for All of Us, the sitcom, at Fox Theater. And I'm green, man. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm thinking I'm just gonna come in and use my personality. So what up? You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking in the line. Another 5,000 people, right? And so the lines are like
a lot of people.
Yeah, Cedar Point lines. You know what I mean? And I'm looking, and as I'm looking, I'm like, people do have a lot of stuff in their hands. You know what I'm saying? Headshots and resumes. I'm like,
you got nothing.
yeah, okay, cool. So, they
You
give
ain't
us.
even come headshot.
I don't know anything. I literally don't know anything about acting. It was like somebody saying, like right now, like, yo, real, you should, try driving a truck down there today. It's like, all right,
Okay.
you know, you need a license and you know what I mean. So I'm just coming in there, again, totally green, totally unprepared. They give you your sides or whatever, and I was going to audition for Dirk. That's what the role they was looking for at the time. Or at least that's what they gave us, the guys or whatever. And I get up in there, and it was like the room was just like really kind of like dim, you know what I mean, or whatever. So you got a number or whatever. You say your number and yada, 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 and you say it for the camera, and I said it. And they was like, all right, well, who's going to read with them? And then freaking Tisha Campbell come out the woodworks. And that's my first audition was.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, it was like, I was like, Gina? And she was like, Tisha. I was like, yes, ma'am. Yeah, so that was it, man. But I had something because I got a call back. And like an hour, something too later or whatever. I didn't go nowhere. I was just outside. And I came back and obviously I didn't get the part, but I got the confidence.
Okay.
I could do this thing. So
yeah, your first time, and then they calling you back.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I mean, and to be in the legendary Fox Theater, you know what I mean. It was real cool. It was intimidating at first, but I think that's the other thing about having confidence, which I always tell my students that that acting is you got to have confidence. You know what I mean. You got to stay humble, but you have to have confidence, right? But the intimidation part wasn't because I was scared or anything. It was just because like I was like so not prepared. You know what I mean? I'm looking at like and I'm how people are studying their lines. They're just like okay, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, yo, that's not even the lines, B. People like, you want to run these lines with me? Yeah, cool, man. So anyway, it was a great experience. I cherish that moment. But that's what catapulted me to where I am now.
Okay, so how long was you acting before you said, okay, I want to try directing?
Oh, well, I didn't want to try it.
You did it?
I just got forced into it, yeah. So my stories are so the coolest. I the same year, 2005, where I auditioned for all of us, I auditioned for my first play, which was Love Is. Shout out to Dorothy Tanae Redmond, who gave me my first shot. And so I auditioned actually with a poem that I wrote, right? Because back then I was writing poems for girls and stuff, whatever. Don't judge me, all right? We got to get it how we can get it. You know what I mean? My poems,
you a singer, you writing poems.
You know what? I never was that person to like sing the panties off. You know what I mean? No.
Oh no.
Like because I always felt like it was so cliche. Like I would see literally guys be like set themselves up like just be in the present moment of just singing, just so a girl can be like, oh, you can sing? I do a little something. I'm like, that was lame to me. So yeah, but whatever. When I sung, people like in high school, everybody knew I sung. So I didn't have to sing to you.
No, you're my man, and you can sing. You better sing.
If I'm your man, yeah, but I wasn't.
Around.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Seduce me. That's how you gonna get me. Sing to me.
Oh, well,
Luckily, my man can't sing. Like he tries.
I sung at my wedding.
Okay.
I sung at my wedding. Yep, to my ex-wife. Sure did.
And that's how you said, yes, come to a wedding, sing to me.
Yeah,
sing about.
It was the whole. We had the violinist, we had the piano, we killed it. Yeah, that's
performance.
Yeah, I went out there. I swung for the fences with that one, but I don't really remember. Anyway, point is, I auditioned with a poem, and your question was about directing. So so that was in 2005. That same production company came back in 2006 with a play called Voices in My Head, and the director that was supposed to do it kind of bailed out on us. And my good friend Sabrina Underwood, at the time, she was like, "Come on, do it." And I was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? Ooh, and that's literally, and Dorothy just was like, man, you want to do it? And I'm like, yeah.
You ain't know how.
No, I had no clue on. Well, the reason I think that she has said that is because on the first play, the Love Is play, I would give her, we would pull her aside, and I would try it like this, just try it like this. So she's,
So you had it in you.
She
saw something you ain't see.
Right, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's how I got started, and just never looked back. So then 2007 is when I ventured off and did my own thing, my first play that I wrote, directed, and produced.
Now, you done directed a lot of plays and movies. What's your favorite?
Girl,
what's your favorite?
Jeez,
Now, remember, some of the people in them plays and movies might be looking at this.
yeah, I'm sure they are. So,
so they're going to be like, dang, not throwing hours in
well,
here.
I mean,
do we have a favorite?
Plays is easy. My favorite play, and it doesn't mean that it was my best people. It wasn't for all my actors that was in these other plays, but it was just my favorite and most memorable. But it was called Pictures on the Mantle. So that was my favorite. Film,
So many.
It's not even that it's so many. It's hard to say what's your favorite. However, and I'm not just saying because it's my most recent. I'm saying because, like, you know, sometimes you just have this wish list, right? So I'm saying that to say Parental Discretion Advised probably was my favorite to date just because I did so many things in this movie, right? I'm a big action junkie. I got to do action. I love just me, like an idiot, jumping out of a window. That's stupid. You know, blowing up stuff, like all the stuff that I love in movies, you know what I mean? I actually had a chance to do. So it was kind of all balled up in one in that movie. So I would say PDA is my favorite right now, but it doesn't take away from so many great moments that I've had with a lot of other movies as well.
How hard is it being a director and an actor? Like, you would direct and act in the same movie.
Yeah.
Your stress level high.
Not so,
because I'd be like, oh, I gotta do this. I got my anxiety.
There are moments where, like, you know, you're like, what? One more person called my name. No. But I think those were like in the earlier days. I think, you know, because I started in theater first and literally did theater from 2005 to, well, let's just start from 2006 to 2016. So that's a decade. That's 10 years of understanding how to be the lead role, the writer and director. So it's not as hard as someone just coming into it right now thinking that directing is easy. It's not. Directing is not easy by any means. And directing and being in it together.
It's even harder.
Oh my gosh. It's a definitely. So, I mean, for everybody who's going to watch this interview, that's watching this interview, I would just say, you know, have a team. You know what I mean? That just, like, a hell of a team. If you're going to do both, I mean, just if you're going to do one, if you're just going to direct, you need a team. But if you think you're going to be even a small role to a leading role, you definitely want to have a team that can help assist you and take off of a huge load. You know what I mean? Especially when you're in scenes. You know what I mean? And just be prepared. You know what I mean? If the more you prep, the better the shoot is going to go. The easier it's going to go. You know what I mean? So the more you are just totally ready, you know, because it's essentially once you get on set, the idea is for that to be no different than rehearsals versus all you're doing is putting on wardrobe and microphones and makeup. And there's a camera in your face. But it should be the same. Hey, we just went over this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But it is. Right. It is hard.
Because I'll be waking up on my sleep. Ooh, this line should go here.
What sleep? What sleep? You talking about? Yeah.
You be up early.
It's not even that. Like, when we're in production, I mean, it's just no sleep for a director because you can be getting a call at literally. So this is a story is so the coolest. So I got a call at 9:00 at night on the last film on Parental Discretion Advised from somebody from my team saying, "Hey, the club is not hitting me back. The club was supposed to start shooting at 9:30 in the morning."
Oh.
So I had to venture out at 10:00 at night and find a club to shoot at 9:00 in the morning. So there is no sleep. You can't turn your phones off. Like when I'm not shooting, everybody knows me and they know, you know, when I'm asleep, I turn my phone off on silent so I can sleep. But I can get a call at any point at night. An actor could call at 3 in the morning, like, oh, I got
can't come.
Yeah, like, wait, what? Like,
Wow.
yeah, I was out drinking. What? Why?
Oh, cry.
Yeah. You said you would cry.
I will be crying.
Yeah. So it's. I'm not gonna say it's no sleep, but I'm being,
You get sleep.
but not a lot. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're gonna get into your movies in 1 second. I just want to know, when writing or directing, the script or whatever, what makes you say, I'm gonna put myself in here? I'm gonna do this role right here.
I think first of all, I think I'm just now getting back to that, right? Mm-hmm. But I think again, it goes back to I've been doing that since when I was doing theater in the early 2000s, right? So it's just the point of at the end of 2021, I was like, okay, I'm. It's not even I'm ready to get back. It's just I had been hired and busy, so booked and busy so much directing everybody else's film that I just didn't have a chance to do my own stuff. You know what I mean? Which is a great thing. You know what I mean? But it's like, all right, it's time. So I'm always seeking to put myself in something because I think I'm pretty dope. You know what I mean? As an actor, and I love acting. People ask me, which do you like between writing, directing, and acting? Like, there's no, each one gives me an equal high. You know what I mean? When I'm writing it, I'm high off the imagination of like, oh my God, and I'm gonna make rail fly off a volcano. Just like, right? What are you talking about? Then I go back to reality. No, you're not. Directing it, that script is coming to life, and then being in it. You know what I mean? It's just it's a pretend film. Is a pretend world. Who doesn't want to pretend sometimes just to be somebody else? You know what I mean? And be a different character and just relieve yourself of being Kamal for a hot 10 days, whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
And then plus, you don't even got time to go audition nowhere else.
But I do. No. I audition. I
don't think you do. I think they call like, okay,
they don't.
You're gonna be
I promise you they don't.
Really?
Like, people, no, because I'm big on. Okay, so it's probably about 50-50. Some people like, come on, you don't. But I will always say no. I will, because I'm the same way. Like, I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? You could be the most sought actor or actress out there right now. I need to see it. You know what I mean? Now, I may not have them come and do like a open call where they just got to sit and wait. You know what I mean? I'm going to give them a point of time. But I don't look at myself where I've just made it to the fact where I'm now too big to audition. Okay. Because it's you can know somebody has talent. I can know Rel can act, but does Rel look good with this person? You know what I mean? How does she deliver this? You know what I mean? It may not. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I still need to see you. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I have a clip.
Let's do it.
Of your latest movie, Parental Discretion Advised.
Yes.
I was calling it something totally different. Like, I made up this name in my head for about a week. Was it? Parental Discretion Advisory, and then it was a word. I think it was advisory advised. It was something really stupid.
That's not it. Yep.
And when I finally looked, I said, what was I reading? Because I was like, what made him call it this?
And you were in the movie.
Yeah. That's why I didn't understand why I renamed it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, because it was horrible. And I'm like, why am I calling his movie
apology
this?
Accepted. It's fine.
So I do have a clip just so the people that's viewing could see what we're about to discuss.
Do I need to know what the clip is?
No.
Okay. Everybody wants to be at the top. I had them say all the time, and I'll do whatever it takes to get to the top. Till they find out. To get to the top, they gotta go through me.
How come you never like to talk about Dad?
Because there's nothing to talk about.
Find out who killed my son.
It's your last chance. You sure you want this life?
I'm here, ain't I?
It's your last chance. You sure you want this life?
Oh.
Every time I look at that, I'm like, why did I go out that window?
Tell us a little bit about the movie.
So the movie was actually based off of a play that I did, which was actually an adaptation of a Jay-Z song called Meet the Parents, right? Who's my favorite artist of all times. And it's really, I remember listening to the song and I'm like, whoa, he just told a great story about basically deadbeat dads. You know what I mean? That was my takeaway from it. And so I just thought it would be so cool to, take this 3-minute song and put, a whole plot and synopsis and characters to it. And so that was my first and only to this date play that I did that was part theater, part movie,
Okay.
right? So when we did the play, that was like in 2009 or 10. At any moment or any, once a blackout comes from a scene, sometimes the next scene, the projector screen would come down and then it would be film. It would be scenes that we actually shot, you know what I mean? And it was cool, man. I had Clifton Powell in that thing and K. Deasy, so that was my, kind of my first time, doing celebrities and I, Clifton Powell was such a, it's like, oh my God, that's Pinky. You know what I mean? Like, he is here, you know what I mean? And he was just so cool and so humble. And, even, I remember he came in, I was at Northwest Activity Center, and he was like, all right, now, boss, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know these lines.
Oh.
But if you give me an hour, I'm going to be ready.
Okay.
So,
what do you say? Like, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, I think and we still have a relationship to this day, but I think he enjoyed the fact that as this 20-something-year-old, 28, whatever, talking to a man who was, just in a movie with Jamie Foxx and Ray, you know what I mean? But I'm still, I'm not backing down as a director, you know what I mean? But I'm not arrogant, but I was just like, all right, you got an hour.
And he delivered.
And then I turned around like, oh my God. Clifton Powell just spoke to me, because we were like already in scene when he came, you know what I mean? So I'm on stage and they was like, Kamal. So I'm turning around and, he coming in and I'm like, oh my God, that's Clifton Powell. So anyway, I don't even know if it was an hour. And he was like, boss, I'm ready. And when he came on that stage, he delivered. So anyway, getting back to the message, it's really about a young boy or a single mom trying to raise a young man, a teenager who's never met his father.
Okay.
And sometimes what happens when, you can't get raised by that man. Sometimes you get raised by the streets, right? And so Memphis, who's played by Meech Icewood, he's really just kind of find himself. You know what I mean? I mean, he's, broke, getting teased at school, that type of thing. And meanwhile, his father is out there, you know what I mean? And living the life that his mom so much doesn't want him to live, right? And his mom is basically telling, hey, your father's dead. That's the lie she's giving, but that really wasn't the truth. So I won't give too much away for people who haven't seen it. But it's a great story. But the overall message is, guys, if you're a father, be a father, man. You know what I mean? It's not their fault. They're here. That we're here. You know what I mean? Be a father. So that's the synopsis. That's the glory.
Okay.
That's the glory.
What can people expect while watching it? Like, what do you think they're gonna be most like? Oh, that scene was. Or
Is
it the plot?
Yeah, it's a lot of plot twists. So what you could expect is high energy. You can expect seeing independent filmmaking taken to another level. When I say, you saw just a couple of clips right there on the trailer of car chase scenes, explosions, which scared the hell out of me.
Was it real explosions?
Yeah, we really blew up that car.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't put in there. That was really 3, 2, 1, and then we just walk in. And
we getting the tea because I would have been like, it
yeah,
be looking like it's effects. Like I would assume
no,
you did something
really
to make
blew up
it.
that car. No, yeah, we really blew up that car. We really went out that window.
Oh my God!
And we really fought. We had my character and the character played by Des Cortez Crenshaw. The backstory is we're ex-military, so I didn't want to do street fighting. I wanted to show. I pride myself on showing that we can push ourselves and we can do more. We can show more cinematically, right? We don't have to stay in a certain box. We don't have to just be on the block. We don't have to just do anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, those chase scenes were real. I put one of my actresses, Sierra Smith, actually had her hanging out a car window going 45 miles per hour for real. You know what I mean?
Y'all was working.
Yeah, man, it's just a real, a real Hollywood experience. I don't want to play with it. If we're going to do it, guys, we're going to do it. You know what I mean? It was great that all the actors involved committed to it. We're 3 o'clock in the morning at 28 degrees, maybe 30, maybe, you know what I mean? But it's cold. Fighting in the rain, in a rain machine. So that was generated water in that fight scene. That we have this cold water pouring on us.
But it's cold outside.
It's freezing. You know what I mean? To the point where they had to stop us in between scenes. The team, because I don't like to say we're the assistants. That's my team, and ladies, you guys are such nurturers, but they was like, all right, no, because you guys are gonna catch hypothermia. You
that
know what I
would've
mean?
been me,
So
like,
yeah,
okay, can we
it's like,
get
nope,
some
nope,
tea?
we'll go back to it, and so
Oh.
they will bring me and Des in to warm each other up, and I'm so sick. I'm like, man, I just want to get it over. I don't want to warm up and then go back into it. But it was the right call. It was the
If
right
you
call.
get sick, that's gonna make shooting
Oh,
longer.
gosh, yeah.
and
Well,
y'all ain't thinking about that. It's the mamas in this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that wasn't even the last day, so you're correct. So, yeah. So expect everything, man. Expect action. Expect great intimacy scenes. I'll put it that way. It's a great story. It's a really cool story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very interested. I seen it. So I'm not gonna I'm in it a little bit, y'all. I'm like, I pop in and then I pop like right back out. Cause Kamal, you ain't giving me my big break yet, but it's coming.
But how did it start? I just wanted a little something. And I got you a little something.
Yep.
And we had
I
fun
got
that
in trouble.
day. Nah, that's not my fault.
I got in trouble. So let me tell y'all real quick.
Before you say why you got in trouble, what did I ask first? No, we gonna put it out there. Go ahead, put it out there. What did I ask first?
Kamal said, "Do you want to do what was I, a massage therapist?"
Massage therapist.
How your man go like? Oh, he would be cool, y'all. I ain't tell him no. I didn't tell him until it was on TV, and he turned around and was like,
"Yep."
So it's funny because when he was like, "Who you interviewing today?" I was like, "Come on." He did the movie I was in. He said,
Yo, bro, would you tell that man? Did you show him how respectful I was?
I told him.
Listen, I don't want no smoke with nobody. I understand, man. Listen, we had Rel actually. She's the reason. This is the part you didn't even know. The reason why y'all were dressed more. Because initially it was going to be definitely less clothing on. But I'm like, nah, I ain't going to do sis like that. You know what I mean? And so that's why y'all wore full shirts and which I forgot, like shorts or whatever.
Booty shorts, the stomachs was out, the boobs was out a little bit. And I was rubbing on this man.
Yeah. with two other girls.
Oh, one of them was my friend. That's how stuff work. I don't think people be knowing.
Other...
her name was Sherelle too.
Yeah.
So y'all see, it be a whole bunch of behind the scenes for movies that you don't see. Y'all like, can y'all bring somebody real quick? And she like, yep.
And
y'all had her side like, it really be a lot.
Yeah.
People look at movies like, oh, okay, that was cool to put together, but no,
it's a whole venture.
Lot.
It's a whole yeah, definitely.
Okay, so
it was a great scene. It was a really great scene. People love that scene.
Yeah, my mama was like, I really was in trouble.
Mama.
My mama even said like, my mama, let me tell you, she's so old school. She'd be like, Muffin, was you touching that man? I was like, girl, me and my mama is nothing alike. She's so funny. Okay, but go see the movie.
Yes,
Tubi,
on Tubi, please. Press play. And tell somebody else to press play.
Tell everybody, don't tell my family though. So no, I'm playing.
Absolutely tell her family.
I sent it to all of them, so we good.
Okay.
You have another movie coming out.
Yeah, this Friday. Shout out to Joe Smith. It's called A Good Man, and shortly after we did Diamond Girls, press play on that one too. Diamond Girls is streaming right now on Tubi as well. I directed Diamond Girls, and then we had a conversation again about me being back in front of the camera, more. And he said, "Yeah, I think I got something for you." I was like, "All right, cool." That's all it was at the time, you know what I mean? And so, it might have been. It was definitely after Parental Discretion Advised. I remember we shot Parental Discretion Advised, and I said, "Advised, not advisory." This is not a winter storm advisory, real. Okay. It may be May or June or whatever. We circled back around to it. I think at the time he was writing it, and it was May. It was May. I remember now it was May because we had the DFAA awards. And he said, "I want you to be the leading man to this thriller I got, right?" And I said, "You had me at leading." You know what I mean? And A Good Man is, guys, please, if you can come out February 10th to the Riviera, 7 o'clock is the red carpet, 8 o'clock is the showtime. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And ladies, you're going to learn your damn lesson about playing with a man's heart. That's all I'm going to say. All right? Oh, my God.
I'm scared.
You should be. I'm scared. I had to tap into a whole nother mind state to play this character, Ethan Carter. But what I love that Joe did, man, she really just wanted to show the side of a man that, oftentimes we don't get to express. because, you know, we have to be the man. We have to be strong. We have to be tough. You know what I mean? And the whole thing is about, you know, when you play with a man's heart, you better be careful because we don't take it as well as y'all do, right? So if you caught your man cheating, not you personally, but as a woman catches a man cheating, you know, you're more often to forgive. You can heal from it. With a man, not so much. We take it a little bit deeper. So,
and that's crazy, but whatever.
It is.
Right.
It's real. It's
Okay.
Crazy is an interesting word that you picked because, my character went a little crazy. So yeah.
So be scared. Don't play with man heart. We definitely gonna make it a date night. Ladies.
Yes, Valentine's
Bring your
Day
man,
weekend.
go see the movie.
Mm-hmm. Don't take that home with y'all though. Please, if you make it a date night, like go watch something else, then go home.
Oh,
yeah, go watch a romantic comedy and then come home.
okay. So on my show we play games.
All right, let's do it.
We talked about how Kamal be acting, and so I want you to act just a little bit. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because you brought up earlier about being a deadbeat father, and that was my game.
Being a deadbeat father? Is that the name of it?
We can name it that.
Deadbeat dad.
I just want you to act just a little bit. I'm your daughter.
Okay.
I don't have no words in this script though.
What kind of fun is that? That's not a game. I'm playing by myself.
I don't have no. You auditioning.
Okay.
I don't have no words.
Okay.
But you need to convince me, your daughter, who you haven't seen for about, what am I, 26? 26 years, why you should be in my life now. Think you could do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, action. What's your name?
I want to be, can I be Aubrey? Is that cute?
Aubrey is cute. All right. So I've never seen you before.
Never seen me. You just found out you had a daughter. And now
I just found out. So it's not my
you
fault.
just found out. I take that back. No, you're deadbeat. You're just.
I'm about to say,
I take that back. My bad.
It's not my fault. Yeah,
My
your
bad.
mama ain't nothing. I mean, she ain't tell me.
My bad. No.
right.
You just found out you want to be a father now. I'll say that. Can we put it? Does that make sense?
Where we at?
Okay. We having coffee,
Coffee shop.
but I'm mad, so I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Cool. Ready?
And action.
How's your coffee?
It's okay.
Aubrey, I thought I was going to come in here and tell you a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I know no matter what I say, you're going to hate me. It's my fault. Nobody chose the path but me. But all I'm asking is that you still have your whole life ahead of you. You're only 26. That means there's so much more living to do, and there's so much more living that I would like to do with you. If, and only if you let me. So maybe, just maybe, we can make this coffee into lunch next time. I can't give it to y'all better than that. That boy, I can't do it better than that.
I almost could have cried. Like, wait, do I take this? And just be like, okay. I started to just be like, okay, we can have lunch. I had to think about, like, my daddy's been in my life. Like, I really felt it. And
thank you.
that's Kamal Smith.
Thank you, guys.
That's Kamal
That's me.
Smith.
That's me.
Okay. Ooh.
Don't cry, Aubrey.
We're going to hop back into this interview, but, child, if you had a chance to switch and be an actor, a celebrity actor, I should say,
Okay.
with anybody, who would you be?
Right now, Michael B. Jordan. Every woman love
He
him.
killing
Listen.
the game, ain't he?
Oh, I mean that too, but I'm just every woman.
Oh, he talking
No.
about women wives.
Nah. Honestly speaking, I am becoming a huge fan of his, especially being that this is going to be his directorial debut in March with Creed 3. And you just look at for me, and this is going to sound really funny, but I'm not trying to be funny. Because I'm such a nerd to the game, and I mean, I study film. I like a nerd. sometimes I feel like I really am. Like I can be like, yo, Mike, I can't. But you know what I mean? So when
You don't know
I'm
this.
saying that to say, when I look at this young man and look at, you know, what he's, I mean, we're going back to The Wire. You know what I mean? People forget he was a kid actor. You know what I mean? And he's made his way to become this, you know, global icon. You know, it's just so inspiring. You know what I mean? And that's another thing, you know, we say, you know, a lot of people think like acting is easy, making movies is easy. The other part people forget is that, man, people have been doing this for years. Like, I am just becoming the Kamal Smith of the magnitude that I am now. But I've been, like I just said, I've been doing it since 2005. It takes time. Sometimes, you know what I mean? But right now, obviously, Tubi is giving us a great platform for actors to skyrocket faster. You know what I mean? But success is not always overnight. You know what I mean? So I just want people to know, you know, if you're out there, man, and you're trying to do this, like, don't give up because you didn't get that first audition, the second audition, the third audition. It sometimes it's just that one. You only need one yes. You know what I mean? To open those doors. So yeah, but Michael B for sure.
Out here, I love him.
I'm sure. Well, don't get in trouble again.
Yes.
All right, I'm trying to help you out.
Okay,
sis.
you're right. I'll take it back.
Okay.
I love my man.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Okay, you said you like him. Top 3 favorite actors. Will he be the first?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Denzel all day. Then I'm gonna go Leonardo DiCaprio,
Okay.
and probably I'm gonna go because I just still think he's so underrated. But I'm gonna go Jamie Foxx. I just think he's so underrated. And I think he's only underrated just because he's a comedian as well, right? And whenever you see his interviews, again, I'm a nerd to the game, but he's always just being him, which is just naturally funny, naturally silly, you know what I mean? And, you know, he knows how to rock the crowd for an audience. But that man is so talented, such a talent as an actor that it's insane. There's no genre that he can't do. And so I just love, cheering him on. But yeah, that'd probably be it. Top 3 right now.
And it's funny because you said he's funny, and that's my next question.
Mm-hmm.
A more serious role for you, or do you like ones that's funny, like comedy?
Oh
Because
man,
you're funny, Kamal, but you can also play a serious.
Yeah, I think where I am right now with my career, I'm gonna choose drama, but that's because of just what you said, right? Everybody knows I'm a silly guy, and you know, in my earlier years, that's all I was doing was romantic comedies. You know what I mean? So, you know, part of even the reason, you know, I chose Prize, the character that I played in Parental Discretion Advised. Going back to your question about, you know, why choose you sometimes, is because I need people to know that there's not a range I can't do, right? So when you see Prize, and then we see Ethan Carter with A Good Man coming out Friday, and even the new movie that I'm working on, The Wrong One, you know, it's those are the ones that you're going to get, you know, the awards for, right? And so, you know, I grew up always wanting an Academy Award and Golden Globes and this, that, and the other. You're not going to get that for comedy, you know what I mean? And the awards doesn't necessarily matter as much to me these days, but the respect does. So I really want people, when I walk into the room, to know, like, oh, yo, that boy got chops. You know what I mean? So drama right now, but I love some good comedy. But if I had to pick a role or genre right now of what I would love to come across my table, it would be drama.
What's your ultimate goal for movies? Like, I know some people like, I just want to put Detroit on. Do you really like, would you leave and go to LA and start making movies?
Yeah, not at this point. So, I could have left to LA back in 2006. And you know, my father passed, and me and my brother were talking, and you know, I had all the blessings in the world, if that makes sense, from him to go. And the blessings was because at the time my brother was living in Texas. So I was only here to hold down my mom, you know what I mean? My mom and my stepmom, you know, who just obviously lost the love of her life, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you can roll out or we can make Hollywood come to us. So that's been that's been what we've been on since 2006. And now it's finally happening. Now, you know, Detroit is literally taking over, and we're on the map as like the top city for independent films. I don't like to say the word Tubi movies, even though, you know, it's a notion, and it's I don't take it disrespectfully, like, oh, it's a Tubi movie,
But y'all
because
over
Tubi
okay?
is becoming this major platform right now, right? It's exceeding, you know, levels that I don't. Well, I'm sure the makers of Tubi thought they'd be there one day, but when we first watched Tubi, we didn't think it was going to be this big, and to know that, the Motor City, which was once upon a time known for Motown and music. You know what I mean? It's now transitioning into to just the mecca of cinema. You know what I mean? So, what's my personal ultimate goal right now? I guess just to leave a legacy behind of knowing that I help people live their dreams. You know what I mean? To be able to be in a position where I'm literally positioning people where they wanted to be an actor or actress and they're doing it. You know what I mean? That's a cool feeling. You asked me that 10 years ago or whatever. I wanted to be a millionaire in Hollywood, this, that, and the other. My dreams have shifted a little bit because I'm literally living my dreams right now. And it just took me a minute for God to show me, like, hey, dude, you're living your dreams. You know that, right? You know what I mean? It's not on the plateau that you once dreamed of as a younger guy, but like every day that I wake up, I'm still dreaming. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't tell me this is gonna be my life 10 years ago. Like I'm a full-time filmmaker. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So I just want to help as many people as I can and leave a legacy. That's my biggest dream right now.
Okay, last question for them upcoming actors like myself. Any advice?
Yeah. It's if you're doing it just to be on TV, don't do it, right? I'm very passionate about my craft, right? Do it because it's you think that it's something that you love, you can love because you haven't experienced it yet, right? Do it because of that, because it's a sacrifice. Like, to be a full-time actor or actress or whatever position in film, it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice of family, of time spent with family, of having a personal life. Like, when you're just chasing this dream, it can get ugly, but it's such a beautiful reward, right? So don't look at tomorrow. Look at 3 years from now. That's the kind of the mindset that even today that I have, right? Like, you want the right now. It might not happen right now, but understand if you keep going, it will happen. You know what I mean? The thing about Detroit is we're on fire right now, right? So that can be good or it can be bad, right? But just know, I feel, and it's my last piece of advice, the fire that we're on right now, and as many movies as the community that I'm a part of is spitting out, if you're not working, it's your fault. That doesn't mean you're not doing enough. Like, it's too many movies. It's too many auditions. If you want it, go get it. That's it.
Period. That's Kamal Smith. Like,
that's me, y'all.
All right. Any shout outs, last comments?
I don't know. Listen, shout out to my team. I was gonna shout out my girls, Shelby and Cam. Everybody else, y'all know, because the part when you get to this part, you forget somebody. Now. Oh, you ain't missing me.
They definitely gonna.
So I'm not even about to
say me.
I'm not gonna play that games. I'm just gonna say shout out to my whole community that's doing things right now. Shout out to Detroit. Keep the movement alive, and go watch Parental Discretion Advised right now on Tubi. Go get your tickets on Eventbrite. For a Good Man is going down February 10th at the Riviera. Eventbrite, and let's just keep them. And shout out to you for having me on your show. Only took you 2 seasons, but it's fine. No, I mean, it's cool.
You here now?
Yeah, I'm here now. That's all
my
matters.
DMs is flooded.
Feeling is not.
But I knew I was having Kamal.
Feeling's not
I
hurt.
knew I wanted Kamal.
Feeling is not hurt, and I don't even know what be in them DMs. That's for you and your man to see. Okay, I'm gonna be done before I get her in trouble. Done.
He's gonna be like, "Can I check your DM?" Well, thank you for coming. Next time you see me, I'm gonna be starring in your next movie.
Please bring it on.
Look, got a smile like. Ching. And Brooklyn is coming too. I told you my child is an actress.
Yes.
And so we're going to have to do this again.
I'm ready for it.
I'm bringing you on next premiere, next movie
yes,
you got.
Y'all
we
should,
can discuss.
Listen, you should be at these premieres. You should be at these premieres actually interviewing, like, all of us. Like, what you waiting on? Get out there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I got you.
All right.
All right. Well, into the next video, that is Kamal Smith. I'm Relly B. Bye.